In the quiet village of Eldorin, nestled between rolling hills and vast forests, lived a boy named Kale. He was known for his restless mind, always distracted, never able to focus. His father, a wise blacksmith, often told him, "A strong mind is sharper than any sword." But Kale did not understand what that truly meant. One day, the village elder, Master Orin, announced a competition. The winner would receive a rare gem said to hold wisdom beyond measure. The task was simple. Spend 1 month training under the strictest discipline and return to demonstrate the greatest mental strength. Many laughed, thinking it would be about strength or skill. But Kale felt something stir inside him. He knew this was his chance to change. Kale sought guidance from Master Orin. The elder handed him a bowl filled to the brim with water and said, "Walk around the village 3 times without spilling a drop." At first, Kale thought it was easy, but as he walked, he heard merchants shouting, children playing, birds chirping. His mind wandered, and he spilled the water, frustrated. He tried again, but every time his focus slipped. Master Orin watched patiently. After many failures, he said, "The world will always be noisy. Discipline is choosing what to hear." Determined, Kale learned to focus only on the bowl, ignoring the distractions. On his 10th attempt, he succeeded. Master Orin then took Kale to a cold river and told him to sit still in its icy waters. "Control your mind and the cold will not bother you," he said. At first, Kale shivered uncontrollably, his body resisting, but then he remembered the lesson of focus. Instead of thinking about the cold, he focused on his breathing, on the warmth inside him. Slowly, his body stopped shaking, and he endured the cold without suffering. For the last trial, Master Orin gave Kale a seed and said, "Plant it and wait." Kale watered it every day, expecting it to sprout quickly. Days passed, then weeks. He grew impatient. He wanted to dig it up to see if it was growing, but he remembered the lessons. Discipline meant trusting the process. He resisted the urge to act impulsively. After a month, the seed finally sprouted. Kale smiled, realizing that patience was also a form of mental strength. When the competition ended, the villagers gathered. Others showed physical strength, intelligence, and skill, but Kale demonstrated focus, endurance, and patience. Master Orin smiled and handed him the rare gem. Kale understood then, discipline is not about controlling the world, it is about mastering yourself. From that day, he became the wisest and most disciplined man in Eldorin, teaching others how to sharpen their minds like the finest blade. And so, his journey of discipline became a legend.